What's up guys, Justin here with the CGEssentials.com. So in today's video we're going to check out a new add-on from the guys at PolyHaven that allow you to quickly bring in PolyHaven assets into Blender. Let's go ahead and just jump into it. All right, so remember that PolyHaven is a website that makes a number of different 3D assets available to you for free. So if you go to polyhaven.com, you can see what they have available. One of the cool things about PolyHaven's assets is that they're CC0, meaning that you can use them for any reason without any restrictions or signups or anything like that. And so PolyHaven is probably most known for its HDRIs. So they originally HDRIhaven.com, but they have a huge library of different HDRIs that you can download for lighting inside your models. They also have a texture library that has 286 textures right now of high quality textures that you can bring into your models, as well as a model library that they're consistently adding to that contains over 150 models right now. And again, they're consistently adding to this and growing this. So by purchasing this add-on, you're going to support what they're doing over there. And so you can download this add-on through the Blender market. I'll link to it in the notes down below. But basically what this add-on does is this allows you to access all of these different assets directly inside of Blender. So the way that it works is you install it, and then within your preferences, you need to make sure. So first off, you want to make sure that you install it and you enable PolyHaven assets. And then notice how there's this little warning message right here saying no asset library named PolyHaven is found. So what you need to do is go into your file paths and you need to add an asset library. So we're going to click in here, and what you need to do is create a folder labeled PolyHaven in your assets folder. You want to click on add asset library and you just want to label it PolyHaven. And then let's go ahead and let's save our preferences right here. Well, now if you go back to the add-ons library, notice how it has a little checkbox and it shows you where the asset library location is. Okay, and so this one works a little bit different in the sense that let's go ahead and let's open up an asset browser window. So if you bring in the asset browser and you go find that PolyHaven folder, notice what this does is this gives you the option to fetch assets, right? So what it's going to do when you click on that is that's going to bring in the different assets. And so you can either click on fetch assets and bring them all in, or you can click on this drop down right here and you can pick one of these, right? So if I click on models, for example, and I click on fetch assets, what it's going to do is it's going to go download all those assets in the background from PolyHaven, and it's going to place them in this folder. Now, one thing to note about this is this does mean that you're going to have a fairly significantly large folder. This is basically just bringing the entire library into your assets folder. So make sure you have enough space on your hard drive in order to do that before you do this. And so I've actually removed some of the assets on my computer just so you can see what would happen. So when you bring these in, right, it's going to bring them all in. You may have to restart Blender in order to get your categories to show up, but basically what it's going to do is it's going to bring down all of those PolyHaven assets. So it's going to bring in the HDRIs, it's going to bring in the objects, and it's also going to bring in the materials. And so if you look at these objects, right, like let's say I brought this cannon in, I can drag this directly onto my screen right here, and it's going to come in with all the textures applied, all the maps applied, other things like that. So bringing these in and placing them in Blender is really easy, because I'm going to move this down a little bit. So you can use this in order to bring in all of those different assets. So I assume what'll happen is as they add new assets, it's going to check the server versus your local asset library, and it's going to allow you to bring in just the new ones so that you don't have to actually re-download everything. So that is my assumption. I haven't had it long enough for them to add anything new, but I think that's how that's going to work. So you can bring any of these models in, right? You can bring this carved wood elephant model in, and again, they're just going to set up super easy. All right, so in addition to having those models, you can also bring in your textures and your HDRIs. Notice how your HDRIs all show up over here. One thing that you might find helpful is you might actually want to look at the regular or the large previews, because those are going to kind of show you what the shadow is on these little items down below. But you can pick out either the artificial light, the natural light, the studio, or like your outdoor. And then you can just drag those into your scene, right? So if I drag this into my scene, and then you can jump over into your shader tab in your world settings, and you can actually adjust the HDRI images that are brought in. They're set up where this is really easy to do. You just want to jump into your world settings. You want to find the actual world setup right here, and then you can adjust things like the rotation and also the strength. Notice how when I adjust the rotation, it's going to affect where the shadows are, things like that. And then you've also got your materials that you can apply. So like, for example, if I wanted to bring in like a concrete floor material, I can just drag that in directly from my asset browser. And so notice how those materials do come in pre-set up with your principal BSDF and all of that. So it actually comes in with all the PBR maps already set up, which is great. So you can use this in order to quickly apply any of the materials from the PolyHaven library as well. So PolyHaven is usually one of the first websites that I recommend for HDRI images, as well as starting with different textures and materials. So having something that can bring that library into Blender so you can quickly apply those to your models or bring the models in from the library could be extremely helpful. But leave a comment below, let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.